Hey YouTube, it's Tanya, VSG Tanya 2011, and I am back. It's been 3 weeks today since I made that update, my 4-year update, kind of talking about needing to get back on track and get some of the regain off. So I was going to do an update on that and kind of talk about, I have some rules and some goals that I am making for myself. So for 2016. Update with weight. I think the last time I came in, I was 188, and I was hoping to be down when I came back, and I am down 1 pound, which I kind of take that as a bit of a victory, considering we went through the holidays over the last 3 weeks. And while I didn't go hog wild, I also, let myself have treats and things like that. So, God, I feel like there's a really big glare. Maybe that's better. Okay. So that's really good. I actually saw 186 at one point. I saw as high as 191. So 187 makes me happy for right now. I'm still hoping to get to 175, just as like having a number out there. I think that's a good place. My lowest was really, my lowest maintained for a long period of time was around 164. So that would be fantastic too, but I just don't know if that's really, I don't know, sustainable long term. So, what have I been doing? So I think last time I talked about cutting out a couple of snacks and stuff. So I'm still doing I cut out the first breakfast that I do, and I'm doing like a later breakfast, and I'm doing egg and egg whites with like either an omelet, either like a veggie omelet or a some kind of sausage and cheese omelet. So doing that, salads for lunch, and with chicken or any kind of protein, and then like a lean protein and veg for dinner, cheese for snacks. I did do a few protein shakes when I first started, just to kind of like get me back in the swing of things, but I'm just really not into protein shakes anymore. I really need to chew, and I need to feel that fullness. So to me, a protein shake is more like a dessert, and I might have it as a treat. So okay, so here's my rules that I'm putting out there and try and stick to. So I'm doing low carb. I want to eat more veggies and less crackers. I kind of have a little bit of a cracker problem. I can't eat just a single serving, so if I eat them, I know I eat too many, so I'm going to try and limit eating them at all. I want to exercise at least 3 days a week, but I want to try for 5. So for fitness, since the last time I did my half marathon with Lacey, and it wasn't our fastest time ever, but I can say I did a half marathon in 2014 and a half marathon in 2015. So I'm good with that. I'm glad we did it, and it kind of shows that even when I wasn't in my best shape and didn't train as best as I could, it's not like something that cannot be accomplished. Which I never would have imagined that was the case. So I do have a step aerobics class I started taking right before the holiday, and then I missed a couple because either the kids had stuff for the end of the year for school, or we were out of town. So I'm back at doing the step aerobics. It's going to be every Monday and Wednesday. So and I really, really like it. It's like a hip hop step aerobics, and I mean the sweat is like pouring off. Major squats. So I feel like it's really working the lower body really, really well. So I'm really excited about that class, and we're going to be, Andre and I are going to be doing that twice a week, and then for like 30 minutes before, doing some strength training, probably working arms and abs. Yesterday we did arms, so we'll see what we do Wednesday. But also, besides that, I want to continue my walking, because I have other fitness goals too for the year. So walking at least 1 day a week, but trying for like 3 days, whether it's 2 miles or 5 miles, whatever. 64 ounces of water a day. When I first started getting back on track, I tried doing the 100 ounces of water thing, and that just does not work for me. I retain water when I drink too much water. So I'm trying to keep it at no more than 64 ounces so that I don't start retaining water. I think that's why my weight went up to 191, because I was doing everything right, and it still went up, and I was drinking too much water. And my doctors told me before that I don't need 100 ounces of water. That's not necessary. So yeah, so trying to stick to 64 ounces of water. I want to weigh at least weekly. One of the things I gotten away from was weighing at all. Like for probably maybe 2 months I went without weighing, and that's when my weight went up. So then I was kind of making myself crazy, weighing a little bit too often. I had said I was going to wait until January 14th. It was like a month from the last time I weighed. But I didn't do that. So I weighed right before I left for New Year's to go to Lacey's house, and that's when I weighed 186. And then I waited till I came back another day and like let fluid and all that drain out, and I weighed 187 when I came back. So I only gained 1 pound. So I thought that was pretty good. I mean, we didn't eat crazy foods or anything. We did drink. Well, I did drink a lot of alcohol. So I'm not hating about that. I want to make weekly videos again. Lacey and I have talked a lot about how that accountability was nice, and just knowing that somebody's watching and you have to check in each week and weigh and say how much you weighed and what you did. That accountability is a really strong factor in I think the success that I had in the beginning. So I'm going to start making weekly videos again. Then I have, I'm going to be doing sweat checks. I'll either be posting them on Facebook or sending them to a couple of people, accountability partners that I have. So that's my rules. That's my rules that I want to follow. I have fitness goals for 2016. I want to complete a 5K in under 40 minutes. I'm not sure if I ever really did that in the past. I cannot remember. But it's always kind of been something I want to do. It's not completely unreasonable. I just need to do a bit more running during my walks. And I mean, my walks can range, depending on how fast I'm going, from like 13-minute mile to 15-minute mile. So I just need to step it up a little bit, and I can do a 5K in less than 40 minutes. Then once I achieve that, I'm going to drop it down a minute and try and do it in 39 minutes. So that's fitness goals throughout 16, and then we'll see at the end of 16 how fast I've gotten. I know there's going to be a breaking point because I will never be able to run a full 5K with my joint issues, but just doing this to challenge myself to see how much I can push myself. I want to complete at least one half marathon. I'm planning on doing one at the end of February. It's the Rock and Roll Marathon here in New Orleans. And I want to complete it in less than 3 hours. If I don't complete it in less than 3 hours, then I'll plan on doing another one either later in the spring or in the fall. The summertime's not reasonable because it's just way entirely too hot. But that's my challenge. That would be about just under a 14-minute mile, which, like I said, when I'm going my fastest just walking, I usually do 13.5 minutes, maybe even faster than that. I've never sustained that for a whole 13 miles, so, but that's my goal. That's my fitness goal. And then for like just a goal in general, I think last time I talked about this, or maybe it was on, no, it might have been on 50 Shades of Maintenance. I had tried on this black and white striped dress that I wore at WSFA last year, and can't zip it up. Can't zip it up. And that's pretty disappointing. That hurts my heart. I love that dress. My mom gave me that dress, and I got it when I was probably at my lowest, but I could still wear it when I was probably up a few pounds, and I just love that dress, and I'm not giving it up, and I want to be back in it. And I'm not saying I'm going to wear it for WSFA this year, but by WSFA this year, I want to be back and able to fit in that dress. So, I really think if I lose 10 pounds, I'll be back in that dress, because it's not like that far off. But and I think too, with the working out, everything will tighten up a little bit, and even if I don't lose the whole 10 pounds, I'll be able to fit into it, I think. So we'll see. I'm probably going to try it on every few weeks as I progress to see how I go with that. So yeah, I'm back to weekly videos, and I don't know how long it'll last, as long as I guess I feel like it's useful. But yeah, I know a lot of people as far out as me. There's a couple of people I've seen who have no regain. Professor Nurse Ray, I've watched her videos. She's really inspiring with her workouts and stuff. And she hasn't had any regain, but I think the vast majority of us this far out do have regain. Either from change of habits, well, probably mainly from change of habits, and then our metabolism changes just a little bit too. It's a little bit harder to lose than it was in the beginning. Well, not a little. It's a lot harder to lose than it was in the beginning. But it's normal. I have a lot of people I've talked to about it, and everybody kind of is in the same place that I am right now. Like, we got to get our shit back together. So I know I'm not alone, so that makes me feel good. But I know this is also a lone process. Nobody's going to do the work for me. I have to do it for myself. And there's nothing anybody could say to me that is going to make me do it for myself. I have to choose for myself. So here I am choosing for myself. So y'all have a great week, and I will check in. I'm going to probably do Thursday videos again, so I won't be back this Thursday because it's too soon, but probably next Thursday I'll be back with an update. All right, bye guys, have a great week. Go out and make it happen.